What's up, y'all? So today we're going to be working on building some coffee table legs. Now I'm basically using all reclaimed material for this build. The legs are going to be built out of leftover wood from a previous project that I kind of just dismantled, and then the tabletop is actually a slab of marble that I found on Facebook Marketplace. Some dude was doing a kitchen renovation, had all this scrap material left over, so it's a big chunk of marble. The edges are broken, so I sealed it in with epoxy, but it gives you this really cool organic feel, and I think it's going to be perfect for my living room. I'm super excited about it, so let's go ahead and get into it. So typical height is like 16 to 18 inches. The countertop itself is 1.5 inches thick. So I think I'm going to go 16.5 inches for the legs, and then plus the countertop will put me at 18 inches, which is perfect. Since I'm using all reclaimed wood for this build, we gotta finesse some things. For example, this piece that I'll be using for the support beams has a groove going down the entire piece. Fortunately, the pieces of wood I'm using as my table legs sit just inside that, so let's go ahead and whip this down to width so that we can get this all squared up. Y'all, can we just take a moment to show some appreciation? I found pink router bits on Amazon. They're probably not very good. I'm sure they're like not the best quality. They're also like pink. Like, I know that this was made for girls, and I totally bought it. I said yes, pink please. The marketing worked on me. I'm kind of obsessed, but we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see if these are any good. I like to get a kit, and then the bits that I use really frequently, that's when I go in and invest some serious money into like the high-end version of that bit. But for like just general use, I don't mind kind of beating up on these because they were cheap, and I know I can replace them pretty easily. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna go ahead and pop this guy in and get to work on the joinery. I was gonna go really simple with some festool domino, boop boop, butt joint it, nice and easy. But I'm kind of feeling fancy, so we're gonna take the time to get fancy with it. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch out everything here. This is set for a 1/2 inch bit, and the bits I'm using are 1/4 inch shafts. So let's go ahead and get this nugget off. Pop this nugget on. Probably sometime next week, we're just gonna like deep clean all of my tools because they're looking really rough and I think they need some loving. So I'm basically going to be doing a castle joint so that this will pass through, so we're going to have a plus sign, and then I'll be able to hammer in my pieces here to lock them into place. Assuming all goes well, which I think it will. It should go well. That will fit into the joint. Now I'm going to do this on my bandsaw. I already put down some double-sided tape here, and I'm going to be using this as a stop block. So as I push my piece through the blade, it'll have its stopping point, so I have a perfect cut every time. Gosh dang it, Bunny, I forgot for blade width. I know better than that, girl. I freaking know better than that. Across this way, so we'll be left with the tongue. Now I already did a test cut to make sure everything fits perfectly. Alright, so now we have our little piece cut here. I need to put in a dado so that when I lock these two together, they fit together flush. So I'm going to go back to my router table next and go ahead and cut out dados so they look something like this, in order to create a full locking joint like so. Crossbars. The cool thing with this is I can do the whole glue up on my work tabletop. Normally when I build tables, I gotta be like on the floor clamping, and it's not a fun time. So it's actually like really nice that this whole coffee table situation is kind of small, because I can much more easily do the full clamp up this way.